time since I was on an airplane, but I was reminded this week of a line that you always hear whenever you fly, and that is that in all the announcements at the beginning, they always tell you that in the unlikely event that the oxygen masks drop down, please make sure to fit your own mask before helping someone else. And I think that it really actually is a great line that links to something within Shabbat Acharei Mot. This week we have a double parsha, Acharei Mot and Kedoshim, and this part is from Acharei Mot, which starts off dealing with the service of Yom Kippur, and not the service that we say nowadays, the service once upon a time from the tabernacle and later on from the temple, the special sacrifices that happened. It was a very, very busy day in the temple, and it centered all around the high priest, all around the Kohen Gadol and what he would do on behalf of the nation. And he brought all sorts of things to atone for all of the things that the nation had done wrong. But the Torah tells us that as part of his atonement for the nation, he also had, of course, to atone for himself. V'chiper ba'ado, uva'ad beito, uva'ad kol kahal Yisrael. That he would start first by atoning for himself, and then his family, and only then for the entire nation. In addition to in fact, before he brought the communal sacrifice, he had to bring his own personal sin offering, which was bought not from communal funds, but from his own money. And I think the message is very simple, but very, very important. And that is that when we see other people doing wrong, when we think actually they need to improve and, I can help them to do a little bit better, what we need to remember is that we also need to improve ourselves first. That we need to make sure that what we are doing is correct before we jump to help others, before we jump to correct other people. Now, does that mean that we have to be perfect before we ever say anything to anyone else? So to quote a great teacher of mine, Rav Nevensal, who was the rabbi of the Old City, he said if that were the case, then no parent would ever be able to teach their child, because none of us are perfect. But one at least needs to go through the, in a sense, purification process of analyzing, of thinking, what am I like in that particular area? How do I do in that particular area? And how is it that I can help this person to improve? When I'm sure that I have done the most that I possibly can for myself, when I have done v'chiper ba'ado, when I have looked inwards, when I have fit in a certain sense my own oxygen mask, then I can look to others, look to help others, and perhaps help everybody to become better people. Shabbat Shalom.